We had a discussion about sir, language fundamentals completed. Sir, in the last session, just we had a discussion about language fundamentals. Language fundamentals we completed already. Next and after that, operators and the assignments also. Okay, we operators concept we completed, sir. I hope you people got material. Have you downloaded the material? Yes. Have you downloaded the material? Yes, compulsory you have to download the material and you have to take the printout and then refer those at least because basics 2 times or 3 times compulsory you require to refer, sir, so that you will get much clarity in the subject. Remember, if the basics are good, then the remaining things will become very, very easy. Sir, I hope modified material is there. This is the material related to language fundamentals. Already you took this one, almost 31 pages. I hope you people got this material. Next, operators also, is it there? Yes, operators material also. I hope it is there. Python operators. Yes, almost it's a 15 pages. Everything whatever I explained, it's already there in our material, sir. Okay, just cross check there. So all the things, including yesterday's, we discussed a big discussion about ternary operator. Have you remember, right? Operator precedence, next ternary operators, special operators like yes, these things we covered. Ternary operators like complete each and every point, whatever coming out from my mouth by default it is there in the material. I added already, sir. So better to get the material. Okay. So and then take the printout. Don't refer just by soft copy. Take the printout and then sir, prepare. Okay. Like next, if any person not getting the material, just contact our admin. So admin people are going to share immediately. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, sir, these two topics already completed. Now the next topic what we have to discuss, right? Input and output statements. Are you getting right? Sir, next third topic, input and output statements, right? Sir, in how many ways we can provide input? What are various options are available? What are various options are available? Okay, like we will discuss about these things, right? Remember that, okay? Sir, now just take a bit very special care. Sir, I want to read the dynamic input from the keyboard. Sir, first we will talk about input, how you can provide a dynamic input, and then we will think about output statements, right? Sir, now my requirement is, sir, I want to read the input from the keyboard. Just observe the reading input from the keyboard, dynamic input from the keyboard, keyboard, right? Okay. Sir, how you can able to do that? What is the possible options, right? Observe that. So in Python 2, just take a bit very special care, sir. In Python 2, there are two functions are available, right? What is the first function is raw input. What is the second function is just the input. Remember this one, sir. What is the first function, sir? Raw input. What is the second function, sir? Just the input function. What is the difference between raw input and input? Raw input and input. Observe that very carefully, sir. Sir, the first function, whatever raw input is there, sir, I want to read some data from the keyboard. What I will say, yes, x is equal to raw input of, okay, enter some data, like this I'm taking, sir. If I can take, sir, raw input, enter some data, I'm taking. Sir, if I print, what is the type of x? Are you getting what is the type of x, sir? X, like this, if I print, make sure, sir, whatever data you are trying to enter from the keyboard, it is always a string type. Remember this one, sir. It's always what? String type, right? Okay. So if you want to consider, if you want to consider as the number, if you want to consider as the boolean value or as the list, compulsory we require to use typecasting functions. Remember this one, sir. So we should require to perform typecasting functions. It is mandatory, right? How? you can able to do that. What is the possible option? Right, very simple. Observe, if you want to consider the int value, then automatically we require to use this one. I hope everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, what is the first function? Raw input. Raw input function is always going to provide which types are int type only. Remember, sorry, it's always going to provide string type. If you want to consider as some other data type, if you want to consider as some other data type, then automatically compulsory we should go for what typecasting is required by using the corresponding typecasting functions, right? Okay, clear. But if you consider, sir, this input function, this is the second function what we have. If you consider input function, the biggest speciality of this input function is, observe very carefully, sir, x is equal to enter something like this. Sir, now if you enter string, then it is of string type. If you enter number, then it is of number type. So whatever the data type you are entering directly, that data type is going to come. We are not required to perform typecasting because the corresponding type only is going to be considered, sir. Make sure. So observe the difference. In this case, typecasting must be required, but in this case, typecasting is not required. Okay, not required, because automatically it is going to be considered the corresponding type. Up to this is the clear? Can you please tell how many functions are there? Of course, I will explain with an example, so don't worry much about that. Sir, up to this we have two input functions are there. Yes, we will discuss with examples, don't worry. Sir, we have two input functions are there. What is the first function is raw input, second function is input function, right? Input function. So raw input is always going to return string type. If you want to convert into some other type, it's mandatory, compulsory, we require to perform typecasting. But in the case of input, so there is no chance. There is no, sir, whatever the data type you enter, that type only is going to be considered. It is not a string type. Clear? Okay, sir. Now there is one small twist is there. Okay, make sure, sir. Make sure. What is the small twist here? These two functions applicable only in Python 2, but not in Python 3. Remember this one, sir. But not in Python 3. Okay, these functions are applicable only in the Python 2, but not in Python 3. But in Python 3, we have only input function. Remember this one. But in Python 3, we have only input function. Remember that. Now, but here one small twist is there again. Okay, sir, my intention is not to create confusion, because in the interview room maybe a chance to ask this type, oh, what is the difference between input and raw input? You should be in a position to tell, sir, in the old versions these things were there, but in Python 3 it is just only input function we have, like you have to tell. Sir, now take very special care. Can you please tell what is the difference between these two functions, raw input and input, whatever there in the Python 3, Python 2? Please tell the difference. Raw input is always going to return. Raw input is always going to return. What type, sir? What type? String type. Next, a normal input is always going to return. What type, sir? Normal input is always going to return. What type, sir? Sir, based on our provided, it is going to corresponding data type. Excellent. Sir, now can you please tell, sir, only input function is available in the Python 3. In the Python 3, only input function, right? Now my question is, excellent point, observe carefully, don't get confused, right? What is the return type of input function present in Python 3? Please respond. What is the return type of input function? Good. What is the return type of input function present in Python 3? Sir, my doubt is, this input function, Python 2 input function, Python 3 input function, both are the same or not same? Both are the same or not same? If both are the same, then automatically the return type of this input function is the corresponding provided type only. Remember that. Okay, but it is not the case. Remember, in Python 3. In Python 3, sir, they didn't consider this one. They consider only this one. In Python 3, they consider only this one, but the name they changed as input. Don't get confused, right? Don't get confused. It's very clear. In Python 2, two input functions are there, but in Python 3, we have only input function. Which functions are raw input function renamed as input in the Python 3. Remember, in the interview room, if any person is asking this story, you require to tell. But now, let me talk strictly about this one. So, in Python 3, input function is exactly same as Python 2 raw input function. Are you getting? Python 2 raw input function. Remember that. Okay. Next and after that, what is the return type? What is the return type of? What is the return type of input function? Is this Python 3 input function return type is always a string type only. Remember that. Okay. Sir, we used already several times in the last sessions. Have you remembered, right? Sir, input function, like several times I explained in the last session. The return type of this input function is always a string type. So don't get confused. Sir, you can remove this concept from your mind. If interview person is bringing this terminology, then give left and right to that interview person. Are you getting that? But anyway, in Python 3, we have only input function whose behavior is exactly same as raw input function. The return type of this input function is always str type. Is always str type. So based on our requirement, we require to typecast. We require to typecast, sir. Clear? Up to this, any doubt? Yes. Okay. Now just let me go for a small chota example so that you people can feel more comfortable, right? Okay. Test.py. Okay. Test.py. Now have a look once, sir. Just have a look once. X is equal to input. Enter some data. Enter some data. Like this, I'm trying to enter some data, sir. Now print type of x. Print type of x I'm taking. Okay. If I can take type of x. If I can take a type of x, sir, what we have to do? What we have to do, sir? Py here test.py. Just observe, enter some data, sir. Sir, I'm trying to enter number into value, sir. If I'm trying to enter some number into value, then automatically internally it is treated as what type? Yes, man. Into type, it is a string type. Similarly, if I'm trying to enter true, then automatically what type, sir? String type. If I consider, sir, just I'm trying to enter, sir, this is 10, 20, 20, 30, 40. Strictly speaking, it is what type? Respond. In the last sessions, I told just very briefly. What is this type? List type. But still it is considered the str type only. Clear for all, right? Then immediately you ask, sir, why, sir? Even 10 plus 8G also. Gaussian ma'am. 10 plus 8G also. In all cases, it's always considered a string type only. Okay? Like, then immediately you may have bigger doubt. Sir, why? They always going to consider string type only. The reason is, what is the most commonly used type in any programming language, in any application? String type only. Are you getting? That's why they gave the priority. Default, please consider string. If any person out of 100, 99% of the times our requirement is always string type only. Sir, if 1 or 2% of the times if you require some other type, convert that string to your required type. Are you getting? That is the reason why they are always going to consider string type by default. Clear for all, right? Yes, man. Not only in Python. In majority of the programming languages, man. Best example for you. If you consider Java, okay, matter of 1 minute. Sir, I'm not explaining Java, sir. If you are concerned, what is this argument? String array. Sir, whatever arguments you are passing from the command prompt, whatever arguments we are passing from the command prompt, okay, is always what types are string type only. Correct or not? Even in Java also, sir, it is a string type only. That's why main method argument is the string. Maybe very important question for the interview room, sir. Why it is always considered as a string type? Because string is most commonly used data type in any language, in any application. That's why they give the priority only for str type. Clear, right? Okay, that's all. So it's a practical proof also we covered, right? Okay, remember. Next, so what is the next? What I have to take, sir? Write a program to read the two numbers from the keyboard and print a sum. This is about my requirement, right? Write a program to read two numbers from the keyboard and print a sum. Okay, that is about my requirement, right? How you can able to do that? What are various options are available? Sir, just observe. Even in the last sessions, I covered very clearly, but still, just here see this one. X is equal to, sir, my requirement is read the two numbers from the keyboard, read the two numbers from the keyboard and print their sum. Are you getting? Read two numbers from the keyboard and print their sum. This is about my requirement, right? So X is equal to input enter first number. Legend, a bit very carefully, sir. Just the new members, especially whoever there, observe carefully. Sir, enter first number. Similarly, I'm trying to take, sir, enter second number. Enter second number. Like this, I'm taking, sir. Sir, that's all. This is about two numbers I'm going to take. Sir, now what my requirement is, but these two numbers are going to be stored in the form of what? These two numbers are going to be stored in the form of what? String values, but compulsory we require to convert into number type. That's why, sir, I is equal to int of x. Just j is equal to int of y. Don't worry about that, sir. You are doing very lengthy code and so on. Just aware, step by step, we will simplify this code. Now print of the sum. Print of the sum is I plus j. Again, print the sum is I plus j. Like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Yes, perfectly it is valid. So because the return type is always string type, we are trying to convert into int values and then I'm trying to print the sum. Remember, okay? Then I'm taking, next enter, second number, 20 I'm taking, the sum is the 30 by default. Clear? Yes? Are you able to understand, right? Respond. Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Next and after that, here what you can able to do, what you can do is, I can able to simplify, sir. I can able to simplify. We are not required to have these lines. What I will take here is here int of. Are you getting? Int of. Here only read the string and convert into number. Read the string and convert into number. Okay. Here also read the string and convert into int type. Okay, now the sum is I'm taking x plus y. Majority of the people are expecting this type of code, correct? Majority of the people are expecting this type of code, correct? Because we did already in the last examples of this type of thing only. Yes, no problem at all. Sir, enter first number 100. Enter second number 200. Then automatically the sum either 300 by default you are going to get, sir. No problem at all. Clear, right? Next, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Even this code also not required. Just what I'm trying to take, print of the sum. Print of the sum. The sum is first number plus second number. First number and plus second number. Second number, right? What I will take is int of input of enter first number. Sir, don't get confused. Enter first number. Okay, like I'm taking, sir, this is the first value plus this total thing again copy paste. This total thing again copy paste. Observe that, enter second number. How beautiful, man. Are getting only one line. The sum int of first number plus int of second number, like this, right? Now I'm executing. Sir, can you please execute? Oh, enter first number. Sir, 1000 I'm taking. Enter second number, 2000 I'm taking. Then automatically the sum, 3000 by default we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Yes. Okay. That's all. Amit. We can able to check the type by using type function, man. Amit, you can check by using type function, type of x. Type of x. Okay, like this. Next. Okay. Sanket, is there any object created in this situation? Yes, one int object got created here. Another int object got created. Once you perform some operation, another int object by default will be created. Remember? Yes, temporary objects internally will be created. Yeah, that's all. This is a small chota example to get okay, what is the way how you can able to read the data right. Okay, now what is the next thing? What is the next type we require to explain? Just observe that. Sir, not required to keep any explanation up to this. Okay, next level, observe. Write a program to read the employee data from the keyboard and print that data. That's about my requirement, right? Write a program to read the employee data, from the keyboard and print the data. Are you getting? Sir, now very simple. I will ask, Array, what is the employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address, either married or not? I want to provide complete information, right? So all the types I want to check. Just observe a bit carefully so that you people can feel more comfortable, I'm sure. Sir, first every employee having five fields I'm going to take. Enum I'm taking. Next and after that ename I'm taking. Next ESAL I'm taking. Next address I'm taking. Employee name, employee number, employee salary, employee address. Next and after that married, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, now employee number, okay, employee number is equal to int of input of sir, enter employee number, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, enter employee number. Sir, why I'm trying to typecast? Because number is always int type I'm expecting. Okay, next similarly employee name. Are you getting? Employee, enter employee name. Okay, employee name is already string type. That's why typecasting is not required. Enter employee name. Sir, what is the employee salary? Employee salary I'm expecting, okay, float type. Sal I'm expecting float type. That's why sir, float. Okay, enter employee salary. Okay, like sir, employee address again I'm expecting string type. Employee address Hyderabad or something like, sir, I'm expecting string type. Enter employee address. Okay, next employee married or not. Are you getting? Yes, true or false. Employee married or not? Just I'm asking. Can you please enter true or false? Like this, right? Okay, true or false. Sir, enter employee. Is employee married or not? Like this, right? Okay, married. Employee married. Okay, married. Like this I'm asking. So here within bracket, true or false. So I'm prompting end user, hey, can you please enter true or false only, like this, right? But this one is bool type, because you are going to enter boolean value. That's all. Now you should be in a position, sir, to read any type of data to convert into our required type. Okay, that's all. Sir, now I want to print this data, right? Print, please confirm your information. Please confirm your entered information. Like I'm taking. Sir, print of, sir, first one, employee number. Okay, like enum I'm taking. Sir, similarly, employee name. E-name. Are you getting? E-name. Next, employee salary. Okay, E-sal I'm taking. Next, employee address. Employee address, sir, e-address I'm taking. Are you getting? E-address I'm taking. Next, what is the last one, sir? Employee married or not? Employee married, okay, married like this. So E-E-A-D-D-R, e-address. Next and after that, what is the married or not? That's all. Sir, can you please confirm? Everything is correct? Array, just I'm trying to read the data from the keyboard. I'm trying to read the data from the keyboard. Again, I'm displaying reverse to the end user, saying, can you please confirm your data, something like this. Clear? Okay. Now, observe, enter employee number, sir, 100. Enter employee number, 100. Enter employee name, Durga. Are you getting? Durga. Enter employee salary, 1000. Okay. Enter employee address, Hyderabad. Okay. Sir, you married or not? No, man, not married. Not married. Okay. Like I'm married or not? Sir, what is the output by default we are getting? Employee married. Oi, I entered which value, man? Huh? I entered which value? I entered false. I entered false. But employee married, why it's getting true? How the system can ever, I married, man? Hey, I married already. How this system aware? Yes, man. It is telling truth. Yes, man. I married already, but I entered false. Married or not? No, man. I didn't marry it. But this one is telling true. Oy, something happening, man, in my program. Can you please confirm? Are you doing any mistake? True or false? Input, employee married or not? Employee married or not? True or false? Okay, I require to enter. That is the string. That is the string. Now I'm trying to enter false. False is nothing but Boolean. Now it has to provide Boolean value only. Ayyo, this program is a bit intelligent program, it seems. Okay, let me take some other person address. 200. Enter employee name, Sunny. Enter employee salary, 2000. Enter employee address, Mumbai. Employee married, true or false? This lady married, but anyway, let me keep false. Okay, honey, it is always going to return true, man. Why? It's always going to return true. What is the reason for that? Bool function is not working properly. Bool function is not working properly. Okay, 1 minute, please. Eval. Sir, input employee true or false. Now I'm trying to enter true. I used a bool function, convert that into Boolean type. Convert into Boolean type. Okay, string value. Now, anyway, we will just I'm using some alternative, at least 100, employee name Durga, employee salary 1000, employee address Hyderabad. Sir, married, false only. Okay, well, what is the wrong? What wrong with bool function? Are you getting? There is something wrong with the bool function. Yes. Something wrong with the bool function. In this case, compulsory we should use eval. Yes. What is the problem with the bool function is, have you remembered in olden days somewhere we covered typecasting functions? Anyone remember? Yes, ma'am. Anyone remember? Typecasting functions in the first unit, language fundamental, somewhere we covered. Okay, what is the behavior of bool function? What is the behavior of bool function in the material? Just if you want, you can cross check what is the behavior of bool function from string. If argument is empty string, then only it is treated as false. In all other cases, it is treated as the true. Oh, that is the bug. Are you able to understand, right? If the string is empty, then only it is considered as false. False. If it is not empty, then it's always going to consider as true only. So once I enter, okay, have you married or not? False. So this is the false is the string. It is not empty. It contains some data. That's why it is going to return what? True as the answer. So if it is empty, then only it is treated as. Okay, like considered as. Okay, empty string, a false. Remember that. So that's why bool function. While using bool function, take a bit dangerous one. Okay, luckily we have other alternative. Eval is there to convert any type to any type. Automatically evaluate is going to do that. We are not required to work with these typecasting functions. I will discuss. Sanket, that is our next topic only, eval. Okay, but luckily we use it. Sir, up to this is the clear for all, right? Yes, up to this is the clear for all, right? That's all. This is how you can able to read different types of data. Like you should aware, right? Okay. Now let me go for just let me go for next terminology, right? Okay, very important words I'm going to discuss. Take a bit very special care. Okay, like sir, how to read from files, Basuraj? So you require to wait at least 1 month. you require to wait at least 1 month how to read the data from the file. Okay, file IO concept is there separate. There we are going to discuss. Don't worry about that. Sir, up to this is the clear. We can able to read dynamic data from the keyboard, and we can able to convert based on our requirement. But remember, take a bit special care while converting into bool type. In the case of boolean, don't use bool function. Better to use evolve function only. Okay, well, next my requirement is I want to read multiple values from the keyboard. Sir, observe very carefully, sir. Multiple values from the keyboard. Multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Are you getting? I don't want to take multiple lines, right? Just how you can able to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. What is the possibility, right? Very simple. Don't get confused here, right? What I have to do is enter 2 numbers. I'm trying to enter, sir, enter 2 numbers, 10 space 20. Again, 2 numbers I'm trying to enter, sir. Enter space 10 space 20. So if I provide these two, it is strictly speaking, it's always going to consider as one value only. Correct or not? One value only. Because if I'm entering from the keyboard, it's always going to consider as one value only. Even now, what you can do is, because these two things are separated with the space. Remember this one, sir. If these two separated with the space, then just the call split. Are you getting? Just the call. What is the function, sir? Split. Observe. If I call split, now these things will be converted into list of 2 values. Remember that internal functionality. Just if you are getting basic idea, I will. So just observe that I'm asking input of enter 2 numbers. I'm trying to ask her. Just I provided 10 space 20. If you provided 10 space 20, then just I'm calling split method. If I call split method, then these 2 numbers will be divided based on the space into a list of numbers. Then how many numbers are there? How many numbers are there? 2 values, right? 2 values, right? Now, sir, typecast these 2 into int type. Int of x for x in. Are you getting? Int of x for x in. Okay, like sir, for every int value, sir, in this list, can you please typecast? Excellent. Now the returned values, can you please assign to a comma b? A comma b, like this, right? So something not executable code, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Okay, not executable code, observe carefully. Sir, I have 2 numbers are there. Listen very carefully, Gaussian ma'am. I have two numbers are there, but I enter these two numbers with comma, with the space separation, like this. Sir, if you have a string which internally contain two values with the space separator, then how you can split? Okay, just a call split method, because it is what type? Anyone, can you please respond? It is what type? Ayo, respond. It is what type? String. String class contain split method. To split the data based on the space. If I call this one, then the list by default we are going to get. This is the first value. This is the second value. Clear? Can you please divide string into multiple based on the space? If you want, then you can able to do that. Next, int of x for x in, int of x for x in, like this I'm taking. Don't worry much. Int of x for x in, okay, like this I'm taking. Then every int value present, every x value present in this list, can you please apply, okay, like this? Then automatically, if I can take list again, what will happen is now 10, 20 by default we are going to get. Are you getting? 10, 20 by default we are going to get. Now this 10, 20 I want to assign to a, b. Okay, like I'm taking. So thoda just समझ हो गया? Yo, thoda समझ आ गया? Just words, but I didn't execute. Don't worry about that. Just the internal thing. What is the purpose of split? Next, and after that, why I'm trying to typecast? Because after split, these two things are available in which form? String form only. You require to convert these string values into values. That's why int of x. Int of x means what? Typecasting. Vishnu, int of x means what? Typecasting I'm doing. Okay, now int of x for x in 10, 20. A, b is equal to 10, 20, like. So that's just I'm telling internal pieces. Now all these pieces I want to put together into a single line. Observe carefully. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. What I'm taking is, sir, here I'm taking input of, listen very carefully, more concentration must be required. Input of enter two numbers, numbers like this I'm taking. If I ask end user, can you please enter two numbers? Can you please tell? He is going to enter 10 space 20. Sir, this total thing is really treated as one string value or not? Please respond. This total thing is treated as one string value or not? Yes. That's why what I'm calling, sir, split function I'm calling. Now executable code I'm ready to do. If I call split, then what will happen, sir? Because of this split, it is going to return in the form of list first value, second value, like this. So up to this, what is the output we are going to get? This one, sir. Up to this, what is the output we are going to get? This is. I will explain part by part also. Don't worry about that. Yes. Now, sir, these values are what type? These values are what type? Can you please tell? These values are what type? String type. But I want to convert into numbers. That's why what I'm trying to take, for x in, this total thing is equal to this one. Are you getting? For x in. Sir, for every x in this, which operation I want to do? The int of x for every x in, like this I have to take. Then automatically, if I can take, this is, okay, like it is a list of two numbers by default we are going to get, 10, 20. Those are two values. Can you please add? Can you please represent into a, b? A, b. Observe that. So this is one string which contain two numbers. okay, with the space separator. Because of split, then automatically it's going to come like this. Next, because of this one, because of for int x and so on, then automatically we are going to convert into numbers 10, 20. These two numbers we are going to assign to a, b. A, b. That's all, sir. Okay. Return type of split is the list only. Sridhar, the return type of list is string only. Okay. This concept is called list comprehension. In the case of list, we are going to discuss. Avinash, here iteration is not required. This is called list comprehension. Yes, sir. There we will talk about in detail. Next, what is the next line I have to take, sir? Print of, you can take either sum or product, no problem at all. Product is, okay, A into B I have to take. That's all. Sir, now observe first whether it is working properly or not. I will explain, and then you can have a look once, sir. Oh, enter two numbers 10, 20. Are getting 10, 20. Immediately the product is 200. Now enter two numbers, sir, 10, sir, 10, 5. 10 into 5 is nothing but product 50. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand, right? Okay. Now take a bit very special care. Internally, what thing is happening, sir? I want to explain. Sir, forget about this one. Forget about this. Here, take a bit very special care, sir. Internally, what thing is happening? I want to print that. Observe that. I want to do that. Here I'm taking input of enter two numbers. Enter two numbers like this I'm taking. So observe, just I'm taking only enter two numbers 10, 20. This total thing is considered as one string. This is the one string, sir. This total thing is considered as one string. Even double space also, no problem, Gaussian ma'am. It is going to accept. Sir, except spaces, remaining things is going to be considered as numbers. Okay. Now, sir, how many values are there? How many values are there? Two values. But anyway, total thing is considered as one string. Now let me use dot split method. Dot split method. If I use a dot split, observe the difference, right? Earlier output and the current output, observe that. For the now, are you in a position to see, right? If I apply split, now it is going to return list. It is going to return list. In that, this is the first value, this is the second value. Are you able to get? But the problem here is both are available in which form? Both are available in which form? STR form. Correct, right? Okay. Now I'm taking, sir, here for x in, okay, like I'm taking for x in, okay, what thing I have to take? Int of x. Now observe, enter two numbers. Can you please have a look once? Have you observed? Now first one string, next one dividing into two values, but internally what type? String types only. Whenever I use a typecast, now this string shared by default will be gone. Only 10, 20 int values are there. Is it clear? Internally what thing is happening? Okay. Now these two values, what I'm trying to take here is a comma b is equal to like this. Now the product is, or otherwise the sum is just I'm taking a plus b. I'm taking, sir. The sum is a plus b. Perfectly it's going to work. 10, sir, space 20. Okay, like so. Earlier, do you know we have to provide numbers? Enter first number, enter second number, enter third number, and so on. Now we are not required to ask first number, second number, third number. Hey, enter two numbers with a space operator. Enter two numbers with a space operator. Then it's going to print. Right? Okay. Enter two numbers with comma separator. No problem, man. No problem. Here, enter two numbers with the comma separator. I'm asking explicitly, sir. With comma separator. Can you please? Now in the split, sir, in the string concept I will discuss. Don't get sir, confusion. Just I'm taking. Hey, If you are not providing any argument, it is always going to be considered. If you are not providing any argument, it is always going to be considered. It is always going to be considered with respect to space. Okay, if you are providing, okay, like this. Okay, with respect to comma. Now observe, same cinema, enter two numbers with comma separator, 10, 20. 10, 20. The sum is 30. Are you getting right? Now enter two numbers, sir, 30, 40. Then automatically the sum is 70. Yes, everyone can able to understand. Think a bit carefully, man. Wow, beautiful concept. Now I will go for one more example. Now you can able to understand. Yes, can you please identify, sir, anywhere where you are getting confusion in this line? Please respond. There I will explain. Yes, the return type of your first statement should be a list, right? First statement means Avinash Kumar. What is that? Which one you are talking? A comma B. The return type. A comma this total thing is nothing but list type. Correct. This total thing is nothing but list type. Where are you using first statement? First statement is not required. First statement is not required. This is nothing but list comprehension. Somewhere we are going to discuss. Don't worry about that. If you are having a list of values, you can assign to multiple variables, so that first value in the list will be assigned to A, second value will be in the list will be assigned to B. Yes, such type of beautiful facility is there in Python. Remember that. From the collection directly you can assign. So just don't get confused. Here just observe that. Yeah. I give just A is equal to int of X. Then Avinash Kumar, what will happen is, how many values you are going to provide? How many values are there internally in the list? Avinash, 2 values, but you are giving only 1 variable. Sir, Avinash is asking something like this. The remaining people, can you please observe? Avinash is asking something like this. Okay, so if I give just A is equal to, then automatically maybe a chance to give left and right. Because the reason for that is, okay, the reason, no, it is the comprehension concept. Sir, this concept is nothing but comprehension concept. Okay, that's why 1 minute. Let me check, sir. Let me check 1 minute, because if the list, that's why I'm assigning to single variable, but I'm creating with respect to the comprehension. What will happen, sir? With comma separator it is asking. No, I'm not printing anything. Then 1 minute, please print off A. Then is it going to consider only first value? 10, 20. Yes, this total thing is treated as like this. 1 minute, enter 3 numbers with comma separator. A comma B I'm taking. Next, what is the output by default you are going to get? 10, 20, 30. Have you observed right? If you are taking only 1 variable, then total list is going to be assigned to 1 variable. But if you are taking multiple variable, then compulsory the number of elements present inside your list, the number of variables should be matched. Avinash, are you in a position to understand? Yes, Nandakishore, correct. Avinash, can you please repeat again your doubt? If I assign to a single variable, then it will be the list. Correct. If you assign the result to a single variable, it is treated as a list only. If you assign to multiple variables, then in that list, first value to the first variable, second value to the second variable will be assigned. Correct. Avinash, getting? Yeah. Okay, now, sir, that's all this is about like. Now, okay, let me go for one more small chota example so that you people can feel more comfortable. Okay. Meanwhile, Nanda Kishore is asking some doubt. Can you please observe? Maybe helpful for you people, right? Sir, here, sir, so A comma B comma C is equal to A comma B comma C is equal to 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. then A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. Correct or not? What the answer you are going to tell? Yes or no? Please confirm. The remaining people. Please confirm. Is it correct or not? What the value of A? What the value of B? What the value of C? Okay? Sir, A value is the 10, B value is the 20, C value is the 30. Yes, where is the proof? A comma B comma C. If I can take A comma B comma C, perfect. 10 comma 20 comma 30, by default you are going to get. No doubt at all. Okay? So now let me explain one more so that you will get much clarity. Sir, read three numbers from the keyboard. Are you getting with comma separator? Read the three numbers from the keyboard with comma separator and print average. And print average. But three float values. Can you please read the three float values from the keyboard? Okay, and from the keyboard and print the average of those three numbers. This is about my requirement. What is the way, sir? Very simple. A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C is equal to A comma B comma C is equal to please guide, sir. Can you please guide? What we have to take? Input, enter three float values with the comma separator. Okay, like, sir, I'm asking, okay, like this total thing by default considered as one string. Please observe carefully. This total thing is by default considered as one string. Sir, can you please show something like if I enter 10, 10.5, 20.6, comma 30.7. So these total values by default considered as one string only. Remember that. Okay. So now I have to divide this one with respect to comma separator. What I will take is dot. Please guide. I forgot the code. Can you please guide? Dot. Respond. This is string. Dot split. Are you getting? Dot split on. Okay, comma. If I use a dot split of comma, can you please tell what will happen? Yes, this will split into multiple values. First value is 10.5. Second value is 20.6. Third value is 30.7. But very unfortunate, these are all the values by default in string form only. Okay, sir, first value, second value, third value, in which forms are string form only. Now, sir, for each x in, sir, for each x present in this means for each x present in this list. This is the result of this total. For every x present in this, sir, this is the first x, this is the second x, this is the third x. What operation you require to do? Can you please typecast to float type? Which operation you require to do? Float of x. Are you getting that, sir? No, float of x. For every x in this, I have to take, sir, close that list. Wonderful. Now I hope at least some clarity all the people are getting. Arey, respond, man. Why you are silent? Are you getting some clarity? Because this is the second example I'm using. Okay. Now the remaining you know, sir. Okay. Print off. Can you please tell what is the code I have to take? Print off the average. The average is. Can you spell out what is the way, sir? A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Okay. By 3. Because I'm talking about average value. Average means what? A plus B plus 3 by 3. Like this I'm taking. Then automatically it's going to print average value. Okay. A plus B plus C. Okay. Like. So now observe 10.5, comma 20.6, comma 30.7. What the answer, sir? The average value is, okay, 20.59 dot dot dot, some value by default you are going to get. So the important point you people should aware, okay, you can read the multiple values in a single line itself is nothing but possible, no problem at all, sir. Okay, that's all. So this is the way how you can read multiple values in the single line. What is the next one, sir? We have to aware evolve function. Remember that. Sir, up to this we covered how you can able to read multiple values in a single line. Yes, there is a possibility, right? Yes, we covered multiple examples also for that. Now evolve function. Can you please tell what is the purpose of evolve function, sir? Sir, very simple. Evolve function can take string type as the argument. Remember, eval function is always going to take string type and evaluate the result to the corresponding type. Remember that, okay? So just x is equal to evolve of, can you please evaluate? Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 13. Are you getting? Automatically, it is going to evaluate this total function and print the result. Remember that? So just have a look once. X is equal to evolve of 10 plus 20 plus 30. 10 plus 20 plus 30, print of x. But the output by default we are going to get, sir, evolve function is the more powerful, sir. More powerful, directly 60. We never require to use any, sir, int value. Next and after that float or something like directly eval is going to take care, converting into the corresponding type also based on the result. Remember that based on the result, automatically it can able to convert into the type. Okay. Next, suppose now I'm talking, sir, enter some expression. Enter this here. Just I'm taking of input function. Enter some expression. From the keyboard. Enter some expression from the keyboard. I'm taking, sir. If I can take enter some expression from the keyboard, print of x. Now observe that. Sir, what I'm trying to take here is 10 plus 20 into 30 by 4 I'm taking. Sir, this is my expression. Directly it's going to provide 160.0. 160.0 is the answer, sir. Suppose I'm taking, assume that, sir, just assume that my expression is Durga into 3. Maybe it's going to consider or not, I'm not sure. Sir, name Durga is not defined. 1 minute. If you want to consider string only, okay, Durga into 3. Then automatically, have you observed, right? Durga, Sanket. Are you able to identify? Sir, like whatever operation you are going to provide, happily do you know it is going to be evaluated, right? Okay, based on the type. Remember that. Next, even we are not required to convert into the corresponding type. Automatically, this function by default is going to be converted. No problem at all, sir. Remember that. Okay, sir. Best example for you. Best example. Suppose enter some data. Observe that. Enter some data. Print of type of x. Enter some data. Print type of x. So now observe. If I provide 10, then automatically int type. If I provide 10.5. If I provide 10.5, float type. If I provide 10 plus 20j, complex type. If I provide 10, sir, comma 20, comma 30, I'm taking. What is this one? Oh, respond. What is this one? 10 plus 20 plus 30. What about this one? Okay, it is a setter. Can you please observe? Setter type. Okay, if you provide 10, 20, 30. What is this one, sir? Tuple type. Again, what is this one? Tuple type. Like sir, based on your provided, automatically it is going to be considered the type. We are not required to perform typecasting. That's why the most commonly used function in Python is the evolve function. Take a bit very special care. Whatever the type you are providing, automatically it's going to be considered into corresponding type. Really, typecasting functions are not required. Typecasting functions are not required once we are using evolve function. Clear? Okay, that's all, sir. What is the next one, sir? What is the next terminology? Observe command line arguments, sir. Even in other languages, we have command line arguments are there, like command line arguments. Command line arguments. Sir, which things are command line arguments, right? Have a look once. Sir, up to this, I provided enter some data. Okay, 10, 20, 30, something like I provided. Are getting enter some data, 10, 20, 30, something like I provided, right? This is dynamic, directly whenever prompting then. But I don't want this one. What I want to do is, sir, py test.py, sir, test.py. Now I'm asking 10, 20, 30. Are you getting when I'm passing these values, right? Can you please cross check? When I'm passing these values, right? These values is nothing but, okay, these values are nothing but command line arguments. Remember this one, sir. So the data, whatever you are passing from the command prompt, at the time of Python program execution, these things are by default considered command line arguments. Remember this one, sir. So how you can able to get the data? How you can able to read these command line arguments? By using argv variables, sir. Can you please spell out? I forgot the name. What is the name? What is the name? argv. What is the predefined variable? argv. By using this name, by using this variable, we can able to access, sir. And the argv, it is a list. Remember this one, sir. It is a list present in sys module. Sir, there is one predefined module is there. Sir, this predefined module is nothing but sys module. Remember that. KW arg is the different. Prudhvi, that is the different concept. Keyword arguments, that is the different. So this one is argv present in, says which modules are sys module. Everyone can aware? Yo, respond, man. What is the variable name I have to use? What is the variable name I have to use? argv. This variable present inside which module? This variable present inside which module? Sys module, right? Now my question is, take a bit very special care. Sir, it is a list or not? Yes, this one itself is nothing but list, sir. Now the argument, whatever we are passing at the time of execution, with these arguments, a list will be created. That list, to access that list, argv variable by default will be there, sir. Now my question is, okay, very simple, sir. Py test.py, and then 10, 20, 30 I'm taking. This is about my requirement, right? Okay, sir, this total thing is nothing but, okay, like from the command prompt. Okay, now my point is how you can able to access first value, second value, third value, like this. Please tell which is the first value. Yes, which is the first value, sir? Can you spell out which is the first value? Good, Serino. Which one is the first value? Good. The people who knows C language, C language, not Java language. There is a difference. In Java, args of 0 is nothing but this is the first one. Args of 1 is nothing but this is. Args of 2 is nothing but like this. But in Python, args of 0 or argv of 0 is nothing but this is. Are you getting? This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third. This one is nothing but fourth one. Remember this. Argv of 0 represent name of the program, but not first command line argument. First command line argument is always, sir, arg. This one is arg1 itself is treated as first command line argument, right? Remember this one. Sir, this one is argv of 0, sir. And this one is nothing but argv of 1, argv of 2, argv of 3. Something like similar to C language. In the C language also, first command line argument is the name of your program. Name of the program is the first command line argument, right? Remember. Okay. Now let me go for a small chota example, right? Okay. Here, legend, I'm taking. In which module argv is available? Can you please tell? In which module argv is available? Sys module. That's right. So from sys import argv directly, so that I can able to access directly, sir. Print of type argv. print of type of argument. Sir, what type, sir? I want to ask. Then automatically, what is the type of argument, sir? It is a list. Oh, list of values. Remember this one, sir. List of values. Values like this. Now, what I want to do is, can you please print command line arguments? Command line arguments I want to print, sir. What is the thing I have to take? Observe that. You can provide multiple values from the command line argument. I want to print information about command line arguments. The number of command line arguments. The number of command line argument. Anyone, can you please guide, sir? How you can able to get command line arguments number? len of argv. len of argv, like this, right? Okay, sir, how many number of command line arguments are there? Next one after that, the list of command line arguments, right? Directly, if you want, you can ask the list of command line arguments. Sir, if you want all command line arguments at a time, then automatically just simply you can ask argv. Next, I want command line arguments one by one. Print, sir, command line arguments. Command line argument one by one. Command line arguments one by one. How you can able to print, sir? For x in argv. Next and after that, print of x value. For x in argv, print of x value. Like this I can able to take, sir. Sir, now observe a bit very carefully about this one. What the answer, sir? Just because I'm not passing any command line argument, extra command line argument, then only this is the command line argument. The number of command line arguments 1. The list of command line arguments only 1. Next one by one means it's going to print. Now observe 10, 20, 30, like this I'm taking. 10, 20, 30. Can you please have a look once? Now you are going to get much clarity. Sir, I provided 3, but it's coming 4 because it is considered the first one. Can you please have a look one? First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Next, first value, second value, third value, fourth value. But very important, all these things internally treated as what types are? String type. Remember this one. All the command line argument internally treated as what type? String type. That's why before performing any operation on this, compulsory you have to typecast. You have to typecast by using int function or by using eval function. Clear? Yes, ma'am. Are you able to understand? Okay, that's all. So this is, now I will go for a small chota example so that you may get much clearly, right? Array, can you please read? Multiple values at the command line argument, multiple int values at the command line argument, and print the sum. Can you please print the sum? Sum. If you provide 10, 20, 30, the sum is 60. If you provide 10, 20, 30, 40, the sum is 100. Like that. You can pass any number of command line arguments. Now it has to print the sum. The sum I want, sir. A small short application. How you can able to do that? Can you please guide? Observe that, sir. Sir, now my requirement is py tester.py, tester.py, under there 10, 20, 30. Are you getting 10, 20, 30, 40? Can you please tell what is the output I have to get, sir? The sum is 100. The sum, this is my expected output, sir. The sum is 100. Please guide the code. Hey, respond, man. Can you please guide the code? Sum is equal to 0. I'm taking one variable, sir. Sum is equal to 0. For here, just observe that. Do you know if I use argv, which is always going to pointing to this total list? Correct, Adam? This total list. Sir, this is the first value, second value, third value, fourth value, and so on. This list. Sir, I don't want this one. I want only this one. I want only this part. I require to consider only this part. Remember that. Remember, Srino, take a bit special care. I don't want this one. If you are going to use argv, then automatically what will happen? It is also going to come. Then it may be the problem. That's why what I will take here is, have a look once, sir. So args is equal to, I want only arguments, right? argv are 1 colon. Are getting beautiful, sir? 1 colon. From the first index onwards, until end. Can you please consider all the values? Oh, first index onwards means this is. Sir, this one is the 0 index. First index onwards means this one. All the values are coming. Next, for x in arg, yes. Okay. For x in arg, yes. Okay. First thing what I have to take, sir, let me typecast this x into int type. Okay. N is equal to int of x. And then add this number to the sum. Sum is equal to sum plus n. Regarding sum is equal to sum plus n. That's all. This cycle by default will be repeated for every number present in the. Okay. Let me print the sum value. Print the sum. Print the sum is nothing but like this. Sir, any explanation is required? Yes, we can use eval function also. No problem at all. Wherever string is there, happily you can use eval function to convert into the corresponding type. Need not be int. Clear? Can I execute this code? Why I am taking this argv of 1? You know the reason. You know the reason. Because I don't want to consider file name. I want to consider only data. Okay? That's why now I am taking py just only 10. Only 10. What is the sum? Array, if I am not passing anything, what is the sum? If I'm not passing anything, what is the sum? Okay, 10. Sum value is the 10. If I pass a 10, 20, what is the value? Sir, 30. If I pass a 10, 20, 30, sir, 60. If I pass a 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 is the value. That's all, friends. Okay, just this is about how you can able to read the how you can able to read the data from the command prompt as command line arguments. Remember that. Okay. That's all. Just I'm stopping the session. In the next session, we will continue again for the continuation part.